All right.
Somebody didn't clean that stuff very well, so I gotta polish it. Now, we know none of the parts have ever been mixed up, right?
No. We marked them all.
That's what I thought. The only thing we know for a fact is these both go in these holes. That's the only thing we know for sure.
We know that.
No, we don't. These are tight. These are tight. Don't have to worry about them rattling around. Look at the tips, see how much wear is on them. Make sure they're not damaged. Looks still like they're still good. That oil still coming out of your cleaning box, guy. You clean those?
It's hard to get good help.
It is. Look at it.
Oozing on the bench.
Okay, those go there. No dowling of any kind, just sit where they want to. Wonderful. Okay, this one looks alright. Okay, we need some parts, some pieces. Now I can get to it. Okay. We got the crappy exhaust gasket that he wants to use. And that's the only set we sent us.
Bless you.
So you got some new exhaust gaskets floating around, or you want to use the little crappy ones? These only work with some exhaust pipes, not all.
You brought me some SNS ones, I believe, or something, didn't you?
I brought a pair, but I wasn't, you have to pay for those, so. You're crying about how much this bike costs, so. The labor just cost you room and board, so. I think I'm going getting screwed on this deal, I'm getting fat, ain't no money. My back hurts a lot. Other than that, it's perfect.
Other than that, it's great, yeah.
Where's your intake manifold at? Well, it appears that that's never been cleaned in its damn life.
That is grody.
You didn't even turn the light on either. Are you recording? You're recording at least for once. When we did that video, you weren't recording last time. Is that dirt or is that, yeah, that's crud.
Crud.
That is nice. Yeah, I would recommend maybe cleaning that slightly.
All right.
And it probably wouldn't hurt to clean some of the inside part that might be slightly nasty. What year is this bike?
04.
Oh, so it's not throttle by wire, it's got a cable. It means you can manually open it and clean it. Alright, that needs a lot of cleaning. And you also turn the noise on and make full noise if you want.
Okay.
In the meantime, I gotta figure out where all these parts go to. Now, do you want to replace the map sensor seal, which is underneath the map sensor? Flip it. This thing is a rubber in here. It resembles this red one right here. If you do, we got to undo the clip that holds it. It looks like this one's being held in by this bracket here. It used to be a separate bracket. It's probably fine. Unless you want to take it apart. You have a lot of muck all over that for some reason.
It's okay to get solvent. I'm just going to use starter on this, right?
I would use solvent over the brake clean.
Brake clean is probably a little abrasive.
More
right?
aggressive.
Okay.
Just solvent the piss out of it. Get your garbage can lid out and just go for it.
Okay.
We'll replace those with some new rubbers. That's why you brought it over, to put the rubbers on it. So, right
Yeah.
here. There you go.
Oh, they're great.
Perfect. All right.
Believe it or
put a
not,
towel
they
on
are
that.
still soft.
Good. We'll put new ones on it. Well, this top end's been, well, what your top end I don't know about. This, the one, these heads we've had have been worked on before.
They've been worked on again today.
They got worked on a lot now. Okay, meantime I got this is a complete motor gasket set, so we're just picking out the stuff we need. So we got breather gaskets and breather gaskets. We gotta get decide which style we have. I think we got these early ones, not these ones. Alright, so the breathers are right here. So we got our umbrella seal here, which we have brand new ones right here. They're not supposed to just fall out. They did. That one is pretty easy. Make sure it's pulled all the way around the whole circle. So we get some new umbrella seals in there. Go like that. These big tall things go inside the hole here. The umbrella seal only does so much. You got to put restriction on the hole to slow down the oil flow. So they stuck these in there like that. So that's your breather assemblies. Not sure what the O-rings are for, but we'll figure it out later. Where's the other ones at? Here's the other one. See how good this one is. Oh, that one actually had a little bit of holding power. Not much. Probably about the same as that. Okay, same deal. Make sure it's all the way around. Put the new fork in the hole there. You gotta turn that air compressor on at some point.
Yep.
Something like that. And there's the other piece right there. Just like that. Now we gotta look for our gaskets here. Oh, these are format gaskets. That's a big improvement over the old paper ones. That's nice. Haven't seen these before. So we got, how many variations we got here? Oh, these are lifted block. Okay, so we got two different ones. Round one probably goes on the round surface. Here's the fit. Probably doesn't matter which way it goes. Doesn't matter which way it goes. Goes like that. This one here goes like this. Once again, you flip it, make sure it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how it goes either. Okay, so that's ready to go. This one here. Now we got this all down. That one's good to go. Alright. Okay, there's an O-ring seal right here, so that's probably where these go. See, there's an O-ring right here. Probably what these brown ones are for. So I'm going to strip these down, so I didn't know that was in there. The cleaning crew didn't tell me there was an O-ring under there. Yeah, that would leak a lot if we didn't have that O-ring in there. That'd be a gusher coming underneath the head and just pouring out. That would have been pouring fluid out of there. Pouring it out. Okay, so this hardware appears to be still a little oily. So I think we need to clean this oil up a little bit on these. Here we got some, the cleaning crew didn't do a very good job on these bolts. Can you give these another once over, sir?
Yes, sir.
They still appear to be moist. I like Loctite in those, so I don't like them moist. Okay, we're going to put these back into the package here. Not using these right now. O-rings in here. I'm sure they're old and hard. I'm going to swap them out. This appears to be the O-rings for the push rod covers. These are 3 different O-rings. The big thick fat one goes on top. The large, big one goes on the bottom, and the small one goes in the middle. Should be tight on the cover and put it on. Make sure it goes in there and works like it's supposed to, collapses. That's good. There should be a spring and a washer. The washer supports the O-ring. If you don't have the washer, it still works because the spring will push on the O-ring too. Are those clean now? Cleaner. Cleaner. Okay, that's good. Get all your parts laid out so you don't have to fight it later when you put it together. Close the window behind me. Preserving our airs. Noise. Appears to be working. Alright, so we got our 4 covers all spruced up and they seem to be clean enough too on the OD. We don't have to deal with them. These heads somebody left over here. So inside each head we have push rod O-rings that should be installed. That's these big fat ones. Push them there with a fingernail, make sure they're all the way down and all the way in, all the way around. If you put them in now, there's a good chance you won't forget to do it later. Before the motor goes together, you always got to check to make sure they're still in there. So you got to make sure they go in flat. So you got to make sure they push in nice and flat, sitting there like that. These here are trash, so right now that's going down there. Okay, so those go right like that. Push them all in there like that, nice and even. Make sure they're in there all the way around. Like that, and you're good to go. These go in the lifter blocks. Make sure over here. So we have the old ones in here. So you pull those out. Put the new ones right there so we don't lose them. I usually like wiping the oil out of the holes here in the dirt, if any. Go. Put the nice new ones in there. It's nice they put the part shelf on a twin cam, makes it convenient. It's the only good thing about a twin cam. Okay, now we got all the O-rings are installed. We got the footboard full of oil for them, so they're happy. Make its foot nice and slippery. Alright, so all this old stuff goes in the garbage can over here at some point. Or we can trip on it some more. Alright, so all that stuff's done. He's doing the intake right now. When he comes back, we'll put the new seals on that. And that's these ones here. These are not being used. This is the new crank seal we're not putting in. These are probably case seals or something between the case heads. We're not using those. This is probably cam cover stuff, oil pump seal and stuff like that, I imagine. I don't know why we got 2 boxes of those. There's some kind of intake manifold stuff. I don't know what all that crap is. Who knows? Yeah, we got some of those too. I don't know what those are for. I know what those are for. I know what these are for. Okay, it's a lot of extra stuff. I don't know what it fits because I don't work on enough of these to know. It's a mixture of A and B motor both, so it could be multiple things. Okay, so last thing is these flat exhaust gaskets which fit in the hole here. The problem when you put these in there is that these are really low profile. So if your exhaust pipe has a real shallow flange, the flange will bottom out against this head here and not even push on the exhaust gasket. You know, the spigot of the pipe sticking out. So you gotta make sure you got a spigot that's at least as thick as what this distance is after this is installed, so it'll compress all the way and then seal it. Now these have a bigger ID in them and they don't squeeze, plug up the hole as much, so they're the performance gasket. But you have to have an exhaust that works with it. I don't know what we got here for an exhaust gasket. Okay, so we'll get back on this. I'm gonna go see what he's got going on outside and we'll be back.